Well, it has been a long time.
Has it?
Well, I mean, for commenting on comments.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I am.
Okay. Now, lower the expectations now.
Done.
Yeah, no, I hate this already.
Why would you think the expectations were high?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I said,
excitement.
Are you excited?
Excitement part.
And I didn't respond.
Right. Thank you very much. So,
Yeah, I'm excited. I like hearing people's opinions from the community.
Yeah, it's nice.
yeah, 7 days. Interesting. 7
about-
days.
What's that?
The last Horde.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it went great.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, that was dramatic.
Conspiracy theory.
Really?
Yes. From this is just
What's the theory?
It's one random comment that I'm completely blowing up to be something, but
Yeah.
Ender Panda says conspiracy theory. Dora used rebar in a way that was intended to fail and kill everyone but him and Thick because they didn't help. Dun, dun, dun. Is that true?
I can address this.
Say it ain't so, Drellis.
I tell you what, if I was skilled enough to be able to make that happen so perfectly, I would have loved to. But no, it just happened to happen perfectly regardless.
But listen now, I'm going to have to jump ahead to a specific comment. Red Specs Gaming, me to my wife the last 3 weeks. Building on sand, huh? This should be good. Did that have something to do with this?
Listen, I'll sum this up right now and just clear the water. A friend of mine and I have played on a similar random gen map, which that part of the map wasn't different at all, so it's only so random, I guess, and had that same hill, and I made a structure that we're about to have our 20th Horde night on, and it was very similar to that. But
very similar, though.
very similar.
Good.
Well, let me finish, Simon. Let me finish.
Sorry.
I added things to this one that had more weight. I looked at it while I was cutting it, and I was like, oops. So there was a couple things off weight distribution wise that just wasn't able to hold up, and that's how it went down. However, that tower can work, and I know that for a fact because I've lived it many
Now, how come
Horde nights.
zombies were climbing
that
up
was
through
my
the hatch
I messed
immediately?
up. I messed up. I forgot
Well,
that
yeah.
I left that route to get to us that way. But
Okay.
man, didn't that make
Because
it
that
a
seems
hoot?
like a bad
That was
plan.
horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I mean,
couldn't-
once the first thing collapsed, I was like, well, that's bad, but maybe we'll be okay.
Yeah,
but
we would've
once
been.
once 20 of them started coming through the floor, I was like, nope, this is a death trap.
But
Yeah.
let's not forget, everyone, if that would have gone as well as I kind of wanted it to, it would have been a boring ass episode, wouldn't it have?
Well,
Oh, I would have hated it.
yeah. Well, it could have, though, been a really good episode if it worked, like, I don't know, at like 80%.
No, it would have been boring because we would have been untouched.
I don't know if, no, I think some of us would have died
No,
still.
I don't think so. If it didn't collapse, we wouldn't have died.
If it didn't collapse, I mean, yeah, it is funny that it collapsed, but I
It
still
is.
want us to have a successful Horde night.
Yeah,
Well,
me
'Cause
too.
we
I
everyone-
wanted that.
won.
Technically, it's been, and I might have had a comment that said this, but I think that was the most successful one that we've had.
I believe it was.
Because Dora and Thick did not die.
At all.
So, at all.
Yeah, so probably the most successful, but it was still,
still-
like we need a Horde night where all of us survive throughout
Okay.
the entire night.
All right.
And
Well,
No one's gonna like that episode.
We might as
I
well
know.
title it the most boring episode right off the bat.
right.
Yeah,
And then,
I mean, it might be, but you just cut it quick and go like, hey, we actually did it.
hey, but we could always plan to do like more fun things during that episode because we know we're so prepared that we could still make it good. We could do like a game show that night.
That sounds awful.
I'm gonna
Okay.
want to get those points instead of a game show. You know,
All right.
I'm gonna be shooting stuff.
I think the base that I'm working on is going to have a pretty good success rate. I think we're gonna be fairly good with a backup plan if we're not.
So you think it's going to be boring?
It's no. I think
Yeah.
That's what they think good is. They think good is boring.
no. I think it's going to be action packed because we're going to have to cover 360 sides at all times. And if for some reason they do break through, we've got a foolproof plan to get away.
Foolproof.
Wow.
Yes.
He's got an Uber on standby.
Gotcha.
Got Epstro's knee on standby and just hits it. And, oops,
Yeah, just-
boom.
Just destroy the world. Done.
Listen, I gotta
Now-
crank through comments here, guys.
Okay, are we done with 7 days?
No,
Okay,
We're
'cause
not done
I
with
feel
7
like
days.
I feel like Appstro and I offered a little more support than we were given credit for.
Listen,
Well,
I took
listen,
advantage of
I-
that.
Asticia says, love the flashbacks of Dora asking for help and everyone fobbing him off.
Yeah. But I mean, Dora, you also went looting during your build time, right?
Yeah, we didn't loot during our build times. We
Yeah.
just built.
Yeah.
I mean, it
When
might
I
have
was
happened-
building that
might have
that
happened
base
once.
I did. I don't think.
Well,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
that's time that could have been spilled on that.
All right.
Spent on that structure,
point
right?
all the fingers you want. I even lost a little bit of time, but your fat knee kind of made this all happen in the first place.
I
Yeah.
didn't see any celebration montage of all the gunpowder I brought to the Horde.
Listen, I just did
Scrap
that
metal.
for the
I made a lot
dramatics
of
and the
spikes.
entertainment. I know. No, I appreciate all of it, but you know damn well why.
Oh, I
did
know.
that.
Yeah.
That so really, I'm the only one that really didn't give you shit.
No, but you never.
Yeah,
do.
you should have been the flashback king.
Yeah, I just didn't have any good moments of him saying he was. It just worked out that way. So
Well, I never claimed to do anything. That's my motto.
yeah, no, everybody expects that. It wouldn't have been a surprise.
And aren't you glad you like the Dora hut, right?
I could give a shit about it, really.
He doesn't care.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
Jeremy Carr said, hilarious video, but calls out whoever's in charge of this. Can the missing 2 videos get added to the 7 days playlist? The missing vids are the house, demolition, and new ammo vids. Thanks. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you
Oh,
for
they're not there.
caring.
All right.
Okay, we'll take a look at that.
Who's not adding them to the playlist? Is it Duralis or Thick?
Well, you know what? Wait, those. I don't think I did either one of those videos, but at the same time, I don't remember adding the ones I. No, I did add mine. So those
Yeah,
are both.
so
Jack.
it might be
Those are
Jackie
Jack.
Poo.
Well, Jack doesn't have access, so
I did one.
You didn't do one?
I
New
didn't do any
ammo?
7 days.
You did one
I
back in
did.
the day. It's been a while.
Recently?
I
No,
mean,
not
since
recently.
Dora took over.
You did like 2, but not.
I did
recently.
2 since
these
Dora
are these
took
are
over.
more. These are more recent. Those 2 are more recent.
Yeah, you don't have a good memory.
Appstro's on it right now.
Apps was on it.
Lucas Ward says watching Thick and Dora get shit on throughout this entire series, then having the easiest Horde night ever while the others struggle was honestly therapeutic.
I'm
Lucas
sure it was.
stirring the pot. Stirring the pot. I like Lucas. Lucas. Listen, because
man.
Lucas was happy to see you guys die, basically.
Dude, it was
found
just,
it therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had more fun running around than I would have had standing on top of that spire the entire night.
I had a great time up there. I really enjoyed it.
I had a horrible time up there, actually,
Yeah,
myself.
you didn't have a weapon.
Nope. It was horribly boring.
Should have done a game show.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Patchwork Gardens was the one that's saying technically that was success. That was a success, as 2 of the members never died or had to evacuate. Dora did it first successful Horde night, and
Yep.
yeah, it's very, very true.
Yeah.
That's
Let's not
it for the
forget that.
7 days comments.
Okay.
okay.
Shall I move on?
Yeah.
What else would you do?
I don't know.
We'll
Let's
just
talk.
pause for the next 10
Let's
minutes.
talk about Ark. Huh? A little bit of Ark. No.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ark,
Oh.
baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Oh. Hey, Alfred F. Jones says, guys, please check out. It has nothing to do with Ark Raft again. It's been updated many times over since you guys played it last time. So, yes, sometimes the comment is about nothing to do with the game. And that made me think, yes, we've been hearing this about Raft. And Neebs, it got me thinking that since you are, burnt out on GTA because it's a crazy game and with all the crazy options.
I'm not burnt out. It's just not sustainable. I can't do one every 2 weeks. It's insane the amount of hours that go into
Well,
it.
it will burn you out trying to do all that crazy amount of work. But Raft is a
Yeah.
different beast completely.
Well, look, here's the other thing. We're doing all these games, and now we're throwing scrap, and now you're throwing Raft. We got to focus on something.
Oh, we
Can't just
do.
be doing 100 games
All right.
at one time.
That's it. Hey, listen, Alfred, go fuck yourself, okay?
Ooh.
Also,
you heard
we
Neebs.
don't even know if Raft has an end game.
Oh,
Like, we don't want to. Like we would love there to be an end game.
Yeah, and I've this was several months ago, but I did play a raft up to a certain point. They have added a lot. There's some really cool locations, but I think we should hold off for a little bit before we jump back into it.
Not there yet.
Not there yet, man. They added one island that's just way too big, and I think I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like you remember in Sea of Thieves, that Shores of Gold island we went to, where there was so much damn running.
A lot of
the
walking.
people that made Raft just thought like, okay, we're gonna add kind of the same thing. This giant island that's just way too big.
There, that'll suck up some time.
Yeah.
What happens to your raft while you're on that island?
It's just like when you go to any other island, it just stays down there in the water.
Oh, it
anchor
stays
it.
there.
Yeah.
I thought they usually.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
You just anchor it and you go up
been a
there
while.
and
It's been a
collect
while.
stuff. Yeah.
I would love to see that game though have some sort of just whatever you're saved or you're something. I don't
Yeah.
feel like that's a game I could play forever like Ark because
No.
you are just on the sea,
Oh,
just going.
they must have so many other visions, like so where they're not adding that point yet. I bet they have other ideas.
Yeah,
that they're
and
just
they
standing
have added some really cool locations. There was 2 islands that we went to that were brand new, and there's one with like a it's like a crashed cruise liner, and that island's fantastic because the cruise liner's only so big. And then there was another island I think that was just a regular island that was just kind of compact, and they've added some really cool stuff like an engine and a motor that you can put in the back of the raft to just really make you go like super super quick.
That's cool.
I'm impressed with what they've added, but I wish that one island they would just shrink it down a little bit. They went a little too crazy.
When I think of going back to Raft, I think it could easily be like a couple of episodes. It's like, hey, we're back and we're checking it out again. There's been some more things.
But why start?
Maybe,
unless they're done?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
Right.
one, if we were to go back, I don't even know if the raft that we had, if our save file would even work because like 7 Days and all these other games, you update it.
Yep.
Now your stuff doesn't work like it used to.
Yeah.
So it might be a situation when we do go back to it, we might be starting from scratch.
And that's fine, but I'm curious because Axolot releases Raft, right? Or they're involved
Well, I think they're
with Raft.
they were kind of like
They're the
a parent.
publisher,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're a publisher.
They're the
They were-
publisher. And then Scrap Mechanic.
Yeah.
They both seem similar. They're both survival games, and they both seem to have a path.
They're gonna tie them together.
Like you're always moving forward in a path, whether you're on the raft going down the current or whatever, or Scrap seems to have a road that you kind of follow.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, Raft definitely has, when we played in the past, you built that, I guess, radar that pointed you to that last location. So now you go to that location, and then you get the coordinates for another location,
Yeah.
and then gives you another location,
it's
another
bouncing you
location.
about.
So, yeah, there is that path to follow.
Sure.
You're right.
And to me, though, is there an end? Does Scrap have an end? I mean, can you just keep...
I don't know. I did a little bit of a search. I haven't seen anything about it yet.
I haven't
knows?
seen anything either. I searched for about 3 minutes.
I hope it does. I mean, I like survival games that kind of have a conclusion
Yeah,
to the
there's
story.
and then
Like The Forest. The Forest, to me, was a wonderful game in the fact that you did have an end.
So that-
and the ending could go one or two ways. You could have the ending where after the ending you still stayed on the island, you were still able to build.
that said, Forrest definitely was taking this story angle with the notes and the drawings and all this stuff more so from the beginning. But
Yeah.
like Scrap, you know how it kind of seems like from what we've seen, we're not there yet, where it gets a little bit more 7 Daysy as far as the attacks on your
Robots.
stuff becoming increasingly
Right.
difficult. So 7 days, like I guess everyone's fine with that not ending as well.
It's different for me in 7 days and Ark because your building is unlimited. We can go up here and build a place here.
you
We
don't
can have
think that's gonna be
Hotel
the case?
Carrabba's.
Eventually,
I think you're going to be limited in Scrap because I think it does get laggy if you build too much. And
seeing
in
some of
Raft, you
that
certainly
footage, though, people had like fortresses built and like crazy stuff going on. Like they were ready for Horde night.
We won't know until we have 3 vehicles and a fortress built. We won't know until
But that's
we
my
actually
point,
experience.
though. But
So you
it's
think
obvious,
the robot attacks get amplified as you go?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would imagine. The
Oh,
more,
yeah,
I
I
would
would
imagine
think.
the bigger your farm is, the more shit they're going to send
Yeah,
after you.
and some of these
Okay.
farms we've seen are pretty big, and they've got like blade traps and shit going on. It's like it seems very similar to me. So 7 days doesn't end.
Yeah, I'm still
I
learning.
Hope Scrap does, but I don't know. Yeah, we all are.
Well, I mean, Scrap almost kind of set up a little story because it's like
Yeah.
your ship's crashed. And I don't know if there's an ultimate end goal of you repair your ship and get
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah, they do
because-
have that story, and it almost teases like there is going to be a story, and then it doesn't say
Well-
anything more about it.
Well, look at like 7 days, and you get drops from an unknown aircraft every here and there. Like something deeper is going on in their, setting as well. I'd imagine.
Boy, that's enough for you to think it's a deep story.
I wouldn't
No,
think.
no. But like, I feel like they've always had something in mind. Like, I don't think they just are creating that world. I think they've got a deeper vision.
I think they just said we need a way to get extra supplies to them. We'll have a plane fly over and drop a supply.
Okay, well they're just okay. Well, I gave them a little bit more
seven,
credit.
Seven
so-
Days doesn't strike me as a game with a narrative thought about at all. It is just pure,
Yeah,
like Minecrafty.
I
Just drop you in
suppose.
and survive.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I would
one
love it
can
to be
hope
that, but yeah.
down the road in Alpha 40.
Now on the Arc video, also Angelus Credo says, "I love how nobody noticed the fact that Simon shot Duralius in the back of the head with a tranquilizer dart. Simon was reloading immediately after Duralius went down. The rock wouldn't
Did
have
you go back?
The rock wouldn't have affected him, and he was driving the Parasaur. Any damage that may have come back would have damaged the swamp donkey before it would have done anything to Duralius." Now, I absolutely should have gone back to check, but Angelus Credo, I could just tell, knew exactly what they were talking about.
That's probably what happened.
It's probably exactly what happened. And I think I even remember thinking that that's what happened when it happened.
Okay.
Now-
okay.
From your angle, Simon, like if you saw Duralius' head in front of your gun,
You'd think you'd
You
bring
would
that
think.
up, right?
maybe I shot him, right?
Well, I mean, but sometimes I do things and then I go, I don't need to
Yeah,
tell
but
anybody
that's-
what I know. You know?
But that's right in front of your. That's right down your.
Well, now,
barrel.
I'm coming to Simon's defense here because sometimes the hitbox in Arc is crazy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
shot
true.
over his shoulder.
Yeah.
And
But
I'll-
you know that lesson, right?
Well,
Simon?
no,
Like, you
obviously
can't-
don't. Obviously I don't, because we see what happened, don't we?
All right, well, no bother to teach you again.
Hey,
'cause it's
listen,
and
not
in-
gonna stick.
sometimes we take risks in life. Sometimes you need to die. Sometimes Dora needs to die.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes everyone needs to die. It
bet in-
happens.
Simon, in your defense
Yeah,
as
good
well,
point.
I'll bet hitboxes are even wonkier if you're in a sitting or like riding something position. I'm sure
Yeah,
things
they
get
are.
really weird there.
They do. I don't
Yep.
know what you're getting at.
Well, you fucked up.
I think
Simon.
this is the
You
moral of the
fucked up.
story. Don't even shoot near somebody.
How about
Right,
this?
think
How about
about it.
sometimes I save lives? How about sometimes the best
Okay.
thing I ever did was shoot somebody?
Yep.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
probably
He's
right.
not interested
Yeah,
in learning.
he
a
doesn't want to
moral
learn.
here. No.
That's fine.
It's all right.
Yeah. By the way,
Next comment.
Chai Irish says this is random, but I need more of Duralius's Minnesotan accent in videos, please. Much more. Can you hook up Chai Irish?
Oh, I'm not gonna like force it. It just comes out with a word. Usually, the word "sorry" is the word.
Oh.
I'd imagine that's the
Sorry.
my tell word.
But
Sorry, I can't do it.
But it could come back every here and there. It's not a real big deal to do. If you want this right here, we can do this every now and then. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
every
yeah,
two,
I
every
like
two, three
that, yeah.
videos.
There
Two
you go.
tree, couple
Listen.
two tree,
it's like a warm hug.
Yeah.
It's such a friendly accent. I love it.
It really is. Can you just imagine? That's why it's great to watch Fargo. That's why it's so amazing to see that tail.
Ooh, they went big. They went big. But when people say that
Yeah.
it doesn't exist to that level,
Yeah,
it
they're
does
wes
exist
It does.
to that level. It
Of
does.
course it does.
But it's usually like grandparents at this point. It's still out there, but just that's not the common. It's in the middle or a quarter of that.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Cody Rogoff says, it's amazing they came up with a first. They got attached to a tame before taming it, named it, and killed it before taming it. Perfect.
Was that powder?
Powder.
Yep. Powder.
The tail of powder.
The tail of powder. There was another comment I read. I didn't snip it, but it was just like, they just can't wait for that powder T-shirt, and you just go like, and that's the kind of thing that would be a great shirt.
The from
Like,
when to when?
Yeah. from like 315 to 320.
It wasn't even. It goes in reverse
Powder,
time.
yeah.
It never happened. I don't know how to do
Exactly.
that
It
one.
never happened. Right. We just knew it.
Hey, somebody make that shirt and put it in our shop before this podcast goes live.
Oh,
Do it.
Lord.
Powder, 2 o'clock to 2:01.
Rest in
That's
peace.
not going to happen.
He
Now
will
they're
be
going to go
missed.
there and be disappointed.
I want to see that happen.
You know what?
guys
We're going to
can do it,
get
I believe in you.
sued because, the regular powder merch is really popular, and they're going to
Well-
think that we're...
Yeah, it's hugely popular.
Oh God, that movie.
We're piggybacking on that powder success.
We are. Because I see every day I see somebody with a powder T-shirt. I swear to God.
Well, we could say,
On the powder train.
we could say, well, when they were at Walmart, it's like the end of story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All over Walmart. But we could say we were saying powder with a W after the P. Powder.
That's right.
Maybe put a U instead of an E.
There we go. We've got options.
Silent T in front of it.
Silent T. Yeah.
I just want one of those T-shirts now of powder from the movie, like smiling really creepy, just a big head of him on a fucking T-shirt.
I
mean,
only saw that movie once.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
me
what,
too,
what-
maybe.
how creepy.
Such an obscure reference.
Yeah, it's like I barely remember it. All I remember is like a white guy running into a lightning storm.
Why creepy though?
That's
Why
the
was it
gist of it.
creepy?
He was
picked on.
creepy.
It was sweepy. Well,
Well,
wow,
wouldn't-
that's
didn't he, like-
judging the appearance of
Oh
somebody.
yes, absolutely. He
he
was,
was
creepy
scared.
looking. He was creepy
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah, he was creepy looking. It was just like
Yeah.
a powdery white guy.
He was pale with no hair.
I was a kid when I saw this.
Some people are creepy looking.
Didn't he live in a basement?
Well,
Didn't
yeah,
his
they
parents or something
like
just keep him in
treated
a
him like
basement?
shit his whole life. They were afraid of him and ashamed of him. So
All right, I need to watch the movie again because I didn't appreciate it as a kid because I'm like, this movie's dumb.
I'm kind of with you.
no, it's like it sucks. It sucks for. And then he kind of came back and
It might have been a
he's-
great story when I
It's
watched
pretty good.
it.
I
Lord
think Powder
knows,
was good.
I wasn't in a.
You have to have a
proper state of
heart
mind.
though. You have to have a real
Yeah,
heart.
spoiler alert. He comes back. He wins an arm wrestling contest at the end and gets custody of his kid.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Gets back in the truck, out.
That's it.
Is there a powder too?
I hope so.
I hope, yeah. It's called blush.
Gabriel Messam says, yes, I've literally just tamed my first Spino ever, named it Spinocologist, and finished breeding Rexes to fight bosses. And now this video dropped. This is a good day. Thank you, Neebs Gaming. Thank you, Gabriel.
Yeah, congrats on
You're welcome.
on your accomplishments and achievements.
I know.
Now, Introverted Monk gave us a tip that I think everyone will find helpful. Putting a campfire down in the swamp so you can burn off any leeches by running through the fire. Like, that's how you basically do that. Did you guys
That's
know
awesome.
Oh.
No, that's great.
We've done that before in a video.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about to say,
never mind.
yeah, that sounds
I've never
familiar.
done it.
Okay,
I don't-
wait a second.
I don't remember.
Dora and Thick never heard that, so
we never
We
heard
don't have
that.
video
Yeah,
evidence
my
of it out
brain
there
is
somewhere.
scrambled eggs,
Yes.
so
It's
there's
okay.
no telling what's going on there.
We've
Well,
done
good.
so much in that game. Yeah, it's easy to forget what the hell we've done. But I feel like the fire and leech thing that was early.
Yeah, I've done that before in the past, and then I feel like,
did you forget it?
no, I didn't forget it, but they update that game every about 3 hours, I think.
Seems like it.
And then I remember there was a time where I had a leech on me and I jumped on the fire and I just took damage and it wasn't going away. And then I realized, oh, you can pick them off now? It's like they're constantly changing this game. So I don't know if it went away, then came back, or if it never went away.
I got a real
What's
world
going
question for you guys.
Okay.
Obviously, so we've all had wood ticks on us, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever use like the match tip or whatever, or burn them off, whatever, multiple, or tweezers? What'd you do?
What?
Tweezers or?
What the hell?
Did tweezers,
what are you
and I
talking
remember
about?
doing a lighter one time.
Gotcha. So
Burning
that said,
off the ticks. What he's talking about.
who's all had leeches on them?
I've never had a leech on me.
Not I.
I've never
I've
had
never
many
had a leech on me.
leeches.
ticks,
Many leeches.
or maybe I had a leech, but no
Maybe?
ticks. No
Yeah,
ticks.
because
Simon, you seem like a guy who would have a leech.
Okay, what we used for leeches was we'd put salt on them.
Yeah, like a slug. Like
there you go.
it'll dissolve their body.
Makes sense.
They didn't like
Wow, what a shitty way to die.
It's not a good thing to do.
it. They were sucking my blood, Names. Just saying.
This is fun.
So
I was asking. It
salt
is
them.
fun. Not many people
Yeah.
have had a leech.
know.
None of you have had a leech on you?
I know. I'm
had-
just fucking
I've
with you.
probably had 20, 30 leeches on me in my life.
Oh god. Okay.
I grew
Not
up
at
in
once. This
Lake
is,
country, man. I went swimming all the damn time.
I want to say that's
Yeah.
where, like, I've been in some lakes, and I think I remember being like, "Oh, what the hell's that? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a fucking leech! Holy shit!"
if you're
like,
if you're swimming through some weeds and stuff, there's a really good chance you're going to come out with leech in some of these.
And
lakes,
did you ever jump in a fire after that?
I never jumped through a fire. That was why I brought this up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does the salt thing.
Well, good.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, it's time to talk about our sponsor today.
Sponsor.
Okay.
Humble Choice is the PC gaming subscription that lets you keep your games forever. From indie games to larger hit games, the Humble Trove is a library of over 90 DRM free games that has titles added to it once a month. Featured games have included My Friend Pedro. Have you ever played that?
Yes, awesome
We
game.
played that, yeah.
Call of Duty, World War II,
Played it?
Crash Bandicoot,
Yes.
I've heard of him.
Spyro,
I've heard of him as well.
and more. Have you heard of more?
Of course.
Favorite game?
There are 3 plans for subscribers to choose from, starting with the $4.99 Lite plan, which provides access to the Trove and up to 10% off the Humble store, all the way up to the $19.99 Premium plan, which lets you choose 9 games to keep forever, Trove access, and up to 20% off the Humble store. Plus, 5% of the subscription cost goes directly to charities. The charity benefiting in April was Direct Relief, which helps fund PPE for doctors and nurses, medications, and supplies for people with severe cases of COVID-19. So you could subscribe now at try.humblebundle.com/Neebs. That's try.humblebundle.com/Neebs. Thank you, Humble Bundle.
Thanks, Humble Bundle.
Yes, thank you. Audrey Sullivan was sitting there one day and she was watching Thick make a steak.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he had a video.
Dude, I enjoyed that.
I
Thank you.
enjoyed
Video.
it too.
Nice and funny, too. Yeah.
Audrey Sullivan says, "This is the best tutorial I have ever seen on cooking a steak."
And she's seen 3.
Yes,
She has
you
seen,
have.
well, one it didn't exist, so she's
Right.
only seen 2.
You have every aspect of the process from start to finish down to perfection.
It was good. It was good. And yeah, it was nice and tight, man.
My God,
you.
that thumbnail looks so good. Like I wanted a piece of that.
Now,
I
I
wanted
thought
a
it was
piece of that.
thicker when you started with it. It really, that sucker went down.
Yeah, they do go down. You
Yeah, but
really,
I know
really gotta get
that.
like
but like on a grill, they don't get down as much, or like, I don't know, that one really went down.
yeah,
It was still beautiful.
Had I gotten a thicker one, I would have
Yeah.
seared it real quick and then put it in the oven. So that's
yeah.
this is just kind of that was just for like
Oh,
an
yeah,
easy.
you need to,
Yeah.
you need
Yeah,
that.
I didn't want to complicate
size.
it too much and have.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
better not. But you are such a man, Thick. I really,
really are
really
manly.
appreciate your man boobs and your.
Hey,
penis.
titties.
Did you not consider taking a bite of that at the end of the video?
I was,
That's kind of a
good
thing.
question, Neebs. Good question.
Right? Thank you.
Yeah,
And looking at the camera and go, yeah, it's a steak.
yeah. This is
Tastes
good.
good.
Yeah.
Needs ketchup.
Everybody wants to see
Yeah.
the bite.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Fair enough,
I
fair
don't
enough.
want to see the bite.
And then puke.
Everybody wants to see the bite.
I
No,
wanted to see
you're
the
wrght.
bite.
I don't want
I'm
to.
in Neebs camp on this. It's like, eat it.
Everybody.
No, not
Eat it.
everybody though.
I'm mixed. I'm
Except for
mixed.
Simon.
He's
Well,
mixed, and I say no, not everybody.
I don't want to see a close up of the bite,
I
Yeah.
tell
but
you,
I do want to see Dick eat the steak.
I'd prefer a bite from someone who didn't make it.
Right.
Somebody
Anyone.
take a bite.
So
Feed it to the
Yeah,
dog. I
I
don't
would
give a shit. I
prefer
want to see
that.
somebody enjoy the damn meat.
Yep.
So
No,
here's
but
what
not
I
who
said.
made it, because they're
Guys,
biased.
Here's what I've said. I said if the video would do well,
Yeah.
I would do another recipe, but have you guys there to try it.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you guys be down
Somebody
for that?
ought to take a bite.
I could,
Yes,
yeah, I want
like
a bite.
I feel like everybody, if I put a plate of food in front of them, they would take a bite.
Absolutely.
So
I want this to turn into a thing.
Channel's getting weird. We're
The channel's getting
expanding.
super
We're mutating.
we should,
Yeah.
we should do a tutorial on how to get leeches off of you too.
No, I'm good. I don't
But
need
I
to
do,
do that.
yeah, I do need to address something because a lot of people were like, "Oh, the camera angle makes Thick look really tall," and even though
That's
that's
what Abstra and I said when we saw it.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, he put that down there, didn't he?
yeah, I didn't really even. You know what's funny? I didn't even think about that. I just said,
No.
"Oh, this looks like a fine angle." But next time
I can
will
reach.
put it.
I can reach this.
I told
Yeah,
Thick I
next
was
time-
expecting when he had a shot of the pan, seeing my lavalier fall into it.
I'm glad I used that. But
Mike.
the kitchen
The
has
sound,
such a
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
bad
loud
room tone. It's not a.
Oh yeah, there was a
studio,
lot of
but-
echo.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the next recipe, I've got a really good chicken recipe and a really good salmon. I'm leaning towards the salmon.
Yeah.
If
I
I
do
do
like a
another
salmon.
one, yeah.
Wow, that's
Okay.
great. Yeah, a
Salmon's
lot.
fantastic.
Listen, fantastic. Listen, I'm gonna say Big Bubba Bonnie or Boney says, I'm really glad this video came out. Me and my new girlfriend had plans for a dinner date, and after hearing them talk about this on a Neebs cast, I wanted to watch this to learn how to cook a good steak to impress her. I'm giving it a test run first to make sure I can cook it correctly. Wish me luck. And
I really wished I heard the results instead of this.
but
I'm
the
excited.
results are in.
Yes.
She loved it and got some extra lovin'.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now did I make that up? Maybe. I might have made that
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Big old piece of steak in the cooch.
Oh.
That's not where you put it. I guess I should have shown that you have to eat it after.
Yeah, now you have to.
Yeah, you got to show the bite. Otherwise, they're just going to shove it up their snooter.
There's a danger there.
The Unforgiven 1996 says, now we just need a how to cook from each member of the group. And that got me thinking, I would love to see Neebs cook a chicken piccata.
I'll have to practice.
I'm sure, but you could do it. Everyone needs to know.
My lady's got it down.
Yeah.
She's got it
nailing it.
down.
All right. That's
Yeah.
good.
So can she make a tray? And then when we get back together in the office, we can celebrate with some nice chicken piccata?
It'll never make it here.
Come
It'll
on.
never last that long.
Neebs will eat it before he gets
Well, I
Neebs
mean,
will have
make
near
a
this
tray
place.
that day that you
Needs
come.
to have a straw in it.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, share
We
it.
won't make
You
it.
know, oh, you're bragging about my lady does this, my lady. What else does your lady do that she can't do for me? Huh?
Grow you tomatoes?
Grow me
maybe?
tomato. Oh, is that what the kids are calling it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back.
She can grow my tomatoes anytime she wants. Do you understand me?
Seems fair enough.
I definitely have a recipe I want to do, Simon. I definitely
Yeah.
do.
Zan Datsu says, that's why this is my favorite YouTube channel. They're so random, yet all this randomness is funny, entertaining, amazing, now educational, and so much more. Glad I was a subscriber since day one.
Day one. Hell yeah.
Zan.
Wow.
Rock on,
I wasn't
brother.
even.
Drelis just heard about us about 2 years ago.
Would you
Yeah,
say
I didn't know you. I didn't know you guys were out there. I just heard of it.
Yeah.
Fun
Thank you,
find.
Zan. Now I'm moving on to the latest GTA, our Neebs GTA guy.
That's me, yeah.
Listen, Ever Contreras, I think it says, please let Duralius drop that single documents.
Gotta
Now-
get those
Gotta get them
documents.
documents.
There was literally hundreds of comments of people wanting to have the full on single. They're like, this needs to happen. And you go, it is such a dumbass song. It should happen.
It's so dumb. It'll stick in your head
Your
though.
song dumb.
It'll stick in the head.
Hey,
that was the goal.
Drelis,
What?
do you want me to send you the, what do you call it, the
Yeah.
bed, the tracks you can add to it?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Rock
Yeah.
on.
We'll do that.
Yeah,
Rock
that could be
on.
fun. Yeah, I've got a big vision for that one.
I know. I
Okay.
know it's going to get deep. We're going to talk. Hopefully, you get into
Shit.
racism and weird, like, touch on those things that are really
No,
affecting
this is
society.
my song. This isn't Abso's song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Throw some political views in
I'm
there.
just saying political. You're going to do that.
No,
That's what I'm
it's all
talking about.
It's totally partisan.
Yes, that's what I'm.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe our steak recipe somewhere in the hook.
Yeah.
Well, mine wouldn't be a steak one. I've got something else. In
Okay.
mind.
Look, there was so many
Yeah.
comments. I had to grab at least one more. FU22028 says, "I got the documents," and then he's like, "Thanks. Now, whenever I go back to work, I'm going to do
Yeah.
this rap and probably get some strange looks."
You're welcome. You're welcome.
People really did love it. Hey, Neebs crew,
Yeah, it was fun.
says Shad Hayes. Been looking forward to the idea of you guys driving around the map in GTA and doing the podcast. Hope to see it soon. P.S. I want to see if Appsar's road rage kicks in. Please include on commenting on comments, as if they knew that I would be doing a commenting on comments, which is pretty.
Well, we tried that once. We gave up on it pretty quick, didn't we?
Well, we had
Yeah.
a few problems. It was
Yeah.
it was one of our first podcasts from home over Discord,
Yep.
and we were a bit distracted. Plus, being in the game distracted us, and then my audio didn't turn out all the way. It only recorded like half of it.
Right. So then it was a
So-
matter of like
Yeah.
go and pick it up and try to pick up, and when it was like, no, let's just start over, because it was, to me at least, just it wasn't a good time to do that.
I've got a good idea
Yeah.
for that, a solution.
What?
Okay.
One of us is playing, the rest of us are in the vehicle, but only one of us is watching, like, just, going around, At least you'd have that. But then the
problem
interaction's
with that
what
game,
you're looking for.
the idle thing in GTA
Oh,
Online.
yeah,
if
you
you don't
can't-
touch if you don't
Right,
touch your
shit.
damn controller, or your keyboard for like
You're booted.
it seems like 2 or 3 minutes, the game just kicks you because it thinks you're not there,
Yeah.
which is super annoying.
Is that a setting? That might be a setting too.
I
I don't
don't know if it's a setting we can change, but we can look.
Yeah, we should look.
Anyway, my thoughts, because I've been thinking about doing a video like that for a while, and I thought it'd be better. Sometimes I like one-on-one conversations just because you're a little more involved. It could be that one person is driving to each friend's house and spending
Oh,
10, 15 minutes with that
kinda
person.
picking up
so much
everybody
better
as they
than
go.
my idea. So much
Yeah.
better. Mine was
Then drop
dumb.
one off and then go pick up another. What was your idea?
It was just
Josh?
dumb. I don't even want to go back there. It was
Oh,
so
the,
dumb.
the
No,
three guys
this
not
is all
in
about
it?
you, yeah.
Yeah.
So your way is much better, Neebs. That's the first time you've actually explained it.
Yep.
Interesting.
I like
Thank
it.
you for
was
sharing.
my-
Finally,
I like that.
Thank you.
that's
It feels
good.
better to have it off my chest.
Yeah. Well, Minecraft. We do a series on that.
I love that game.
Yep. And Kathleen Walker shares a name with one of my first crushes I ever had, Kathleen. So it's kind of
Well,
why.
what a random
And the
name.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Crazy random, yeah.
Listen, Kathleen. How many people you know named Kathleen?
I'm just saying, John.
Not one.
I'm like, come
Kathleen
on.
Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know Kathleen Turner. And Kathleen says, God damn it. I'm with Neebs on this. I can't get Apsro and his wife out of my head and how deep he goes into that country.
Yeah.
That reminded me of it. I thought it was funny. And I think there were a lot of other comments that shared the same sentiments.
Yeah, they have to ask themselves why. Why is that the case? Because I let it go after laughing at it. You know what I mean? Now you have to look
Yeah.
into yourself. and
Because
really
everything you said after that was relevant to it. It was getting weird.
At that time, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. It just goes right by me.
Well,
Yeah. I'm just saying stupid shit for a laugh.
yeah.
I love it.
That's
No, it's great.
that's the story.
No, I picture it
Oh,
during.
yeah. Of course.
Rub
We
one
know
out
that.
quick. I move on.
Yeah. Gavin Koontz says, all the blocks, all the torches, all the single ladies. That was your line, Neebs, that you threw out. You remember that?
No.
All the blocks, all the torches, all the single ladies. Well, holy
Oh, the single lady.
Holy
remember that
crap.
either.
Holy crap, Neebs. That line nearly killed me. I had just taken a drink of water and almost drowned because I was laughing so hard. Well, apparently you said a line like that. I vaguely remember, so I figured you'd actually remember it.
I mean, I kind of vaguely do. I didn't watch that episode yet, though. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I bet I'm hysterical.
Oh man,
I'll
you
bet,
are
yeah,
you are so funny and whiny. It's great.
In the pocket, man, you are like, God, you're solid.
In the
Solid in the
pocket.
I
pocket.
can't wait to see me.
Solid. Alex says, just a little tip for you guys. When you're combining items in the anvil, switch the items around because it may cost less levels. Does that
That's right. I think
you guys
that's
know
a
that?
thing.
That's a thing. So I
Yeah.
read it
okay.
and it's
I feel like I've heard this.
I figured it sounded smart.
I'm not going to remember any of that.
No.
Well, just one goes on the left, one goes on the right.
God, I want to care
See what
more.
it costs. Hey, listen, this you're gonna care if you got
he's
like
not.
if you got a really good
He didn't give a
chest
shit.
plate or helmet or sword.
Yeah.
He didn't
Just-
give a shit.
Just switch to left and right and see what the cost is and what if the enchantments are the same.
I'm writing
Yeah,
it
as soon as
down
you
right
started
now.
talking about cost, nope, he's
Jotting
out.
it down.
All right,
It's out.
we'll see. He as attached as you got to that trident.
Yeah, it's gone. So that was what I would want to do it to. I'd care then.
Okay.
I got to get another.
That's the thing in Minecraft. Is like now I have several tools that I give a shit about. Got Mad Max
Right.
pickaxe and Liv Tyler.
I messed
Like
up.
once
I hate
once you
it.
start having those, it's I don't know. Yeah, it makes anytime I see lava, I get scared. Which Anthony, I think, this is kind of behind the scenes, but he was doing something off camera, working on a build. I think Fell into a lava pool.
Lost it all.
Lost everything.
Oh man.
Armor, weapons.
I didn't
Once it goes in the lava, it's done. There's no getting it back.
It took the wind out of me because at some point I took for granted my diamonds that I had, and then I lost them all very stupidly. And then I was just like, I just lost the will to mine.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta take those diamonds. You gotta put them in a box somewhere and just use them when you need to.
Yeah, I just was being.
Everybody should have a box. Everybody needs a box with like these are my most valued, my most treasured possessions, and you keep those in the box.
I was
unless
like,
they're out with you.
I was doing some sort of transport between one and the other in the move when it happened, and I just had them on me.
This
and
is a
now I
good
wanna
time to
quit.
address something real quick.
What?
The fact that like when that time I did lose the trident, like when I blew up then and I ended up back in the damn swamp again because I'm an idiot. That time, like I could have begged for any of you to grab it. You know what I mean? Like, or even Ada Hop could have grabbed it for me because I didn't want to lose that damn thing. So it just goes to show that we will let things happen. Like the manipulation isn't. It's not real. It's not that as fun as like, yeah, that sucked. I hated losing that thing, and I'm still in mourning a little bit. But I could have. We could have like done something where that didn't happen. But shit, you got to just own that crap.
Yeah.
You're an
But in
idiot.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
that your loot drop, if you're in the area, I guess, if someone's in the area, that's the quickest time of anything.
Isn't it like 5 minutes?
It's short.
It's super quick.
Arc, you have way more time to get
Yeah.
to your stuff.
Yeah, Arc's usually like what, 20 minutes, something like that.
Something, plenty.
And
Yeah.
7
Not
days,
Minecraft.
7 days, you could die in the beginning, and at the end of the night, you could still get your ship back,
Yeah, 7 days seems like the loot stays there for
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
really
yep.
long time.
which is great. That's what I want.
So the best thing to do is if you got a friend nearby, build a box and store it for them.
Yeah,
But, yeah,
I started
nobody-
playing Terraria recently,
Again.
just because. Again, no.
I remember watching you play it. You played it back in our old office. You
You
tried
used to be
it.
big in that. You went to Terraria.
Not big.
I
No,
remember,
not big, but you either looked at it or I could have swore you jumped in
Yeah,
for a night or two.
you were in the cosplay for a while.
I may have jumped in for like an hour in the
Yeah,
past. but
that's what I'm
now
saying.
like-
You told me about it.
okay, yeah, but I jumped in now. And that game's nice as far as losing loot.
Yeah.
Because if you die while you're down in the mines, you don't lose any of the stuff you've collected. You just lose money, or whatever whatever coins
currency.
you have on you.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the currency's
so,
not
like,
hard to get.
It is a little. Yeah, it sucks to lose it because that game kind of revolves around a lot of merchant stuff.
I like losing stuff. I just want a chance to get it back. The fact that it disappears isn't real.
That's true.
Dralis keeps saying in 7 days, when
What?
you get killed by a zombie, you should become a zombie.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
are you giving
buddy,
up my idea,
you're-
man? Why are you giving it out? Someone's going to
Yep.
make this
Yeah.
game now. Yeah. I mean, it seems like
Well,
a
they
no-brainer.
need to.
It seems like a no-brainer.
Fun Pimps needs to do it.
Yeah. Fun Pimps needs to do it. Like
Just turn you into a
one,
zombie?
One version
Yeah.
of you. One.
But then what happens when you die of the zombie? Then you come back.
You got to come back and track yourself down and get your stuff back.
Well, see, now you
You
take a.
spawn in.
Oh, okay. So
So,
you don't play as the zombie,
my-
but your
No.
character's a zombie.
No, you're
Remember-
chasing
That's what I
down
like
the
to see.
zombie
Okay, I
of
see what you're
yourself
saying.
to get your stuff.
Neebs, you
which
took,
that does sound fun.
You took my idea and you made it into your own idea because my idea was like one version. Whenever you die that week on Horde night, a version of you per times you died comes at you with the gear that you had, like shooting a weapon poorly because it's a zombie now. Like
You don't get your stuff back in. Okay, it's shooting a gun.
Yeah.
and everything.
like it's got what you
I
had
like
when
that.
you died, and it only comes at you on Horde night. That was my idea.
Yeah.
But
Okay, but you don't get your stuff back until
no,
Horde night.
no, you can get your stuff back. That was your idea. You added on to it, just like now or whatever.
I would just like you spawn back in. Where is he? Where's
Yeah.
zombie me?
I like
gotta
that
chase
too.
him down.
I like that too.
That's
him.
I
And
like that.
I like that concept. If zombie you, like if the last thing you were holding was an AK-47, zombie you is holding an AK-47,
Yep.
and he's not very accurate with it.
Right.
But that's
See,
a danger.
It's I
you're
like
getting
that.
shot at
but
by
I
And he's
think
wasting your ammo the whole time, like before
Dude.
you get
Yeah,
it.
he's just
Stop shooting!
picture that happening on Horde night. Picture all of a sudden like bullets are whizzing by your head, like what the, and it's you.
You're
Yeah,
not
no, that'd
gonna
be-
know which
that-
zombie's you.
that
in a
would be-
Horde
Yeah, you
night.
are.
No,
They
that would
stick
be
out.
hysterical.
You can stick out. They make something make you obviously stick out. A little bit more. It'd be easy.
Yeah, I do like the hunting yourself down though. more than I
Yeah,
like.
I kind of like
just,
that
okay,
too.
your
I don't know.
character's
I like
spawning
both
at a Horde
sound ideas, Neebs. They're sound.
Everybody tell Fun Pimps to make that happen.
night. Yeah, come on, pimps.
So, I'm done with my comments.
Good choices, Simon.
Yeah. Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We were afraid you're going to pick bad comments, but you nailed it.
We all talked about it, and-
Thank you. I know. I often you guys talk about me and how
Yeah.
I'm failing and,
Well,
and
we
how
have a
you
forum.
expect me to fail.
Mhm.
So
That raft comment, that really threw me. But after that, wow, you bounced back
Man,
like a
that
champ.
was pure
It was like,
genius.
he's
What a
talking
ride.
about Ark. How did he go to raft?
if I knew that
Whoa.
the raft comment was going to be the worst comment, I would have been a lot less nervous because I was nervous about other ones.
It was straight
So-
garbage.
First it was dinosaurs and then sharks. Ooh, my
Oh,
brain.
man.
You should do worst comment next time you do one. Just find the worst comment and
I
call
think-
that person
wait a
out.
second.
I know what video you can go to do that, by the way.
Oh.
Go to our Minecraft in a nutshell video.
Oh, wow. That,
Oh,
you could
yeah?
tell a lot of our community is not in that video.
No. It's like, oh, wow. The 10-year-olds have found this one.
Oh, man.
There's no blood in Minecraft.
What is this?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
There's some gems in there, that's for sure.
I'll bet. That sounds fun. One of those every podcast. Just one from there. Plucked.
Yeah, why not?
Time for our Minecraft in a nutshell
Yes,
comment. Here it is.
There you go.
There are some special people in the comment section sometimes. When we throw out a video that reaches the masses.
Yeah.
Like when we did the CSGO loot box
yeah.
opening,
Yeah.
like this is an animated video, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, you did not sell that knife for that price.
They're convinced it was real.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, jeez.
That's great.
I love it. Yeah, right out of the gate. This was 10 hours ago, so this is fresh. From Polish Jerry.
Okay.
His comment just says, he is crying while murder.
I like that one though. That's a good one.
That's a fun comment.
Great.
Yeah.
That is great. You got to snip. Please snip these. Please.
I love that.
That reminds me of my favorite comment from Dralis and Associates
Yep.
when Drac gets attacked by a werewolf. I
Yep.
don't want to spoil anything, but the comment was, "Did he die by being carried?" I love that
love
comment.
that
I still remember it to this day.
Me too. Yep.
I guess are we good? We're wrapped on the comments.
Yeah, let me find one more. I was snipping it for you.
See,
so
All right.
speaking of, did he died while being carried? I would wear that T-shirt. As stupid as that is,
Yeah.
I would wear that.
Did he
because
die while
it's-
being carried?
It's such like what? No pictures. Like I'm fine with just the text on that.
I'll give you the backstory if you haven't seen Dralis and Associates. Look, we're not the best animators in the world, but we get the job done. So this werewolf runs off in the woods with Drac under his arm, and next thing you know, Dralis and the gang's there watching Drac die. I'd assume he bit him or clawed him or something somewhere during the process, but I didn't want to animate him doing that. That's a lot of work.
Right.
So a sound question though. Good question
Yeah.
in the comment.
Very good observation.
Oh, I got another good comment from Minecraft in a nutshell. This is from a good friend Raya, who says, "Steve kill people crying."
Listen, these aren't bad enough. These are probably English as a second language people, and they're killing
might
it. That's
be.
better than I could do in
I
Spanish.
think it's great.
Or these are bots and they're being trained to pretend like they're people.
Yeah, this is a good use of their time.
To whose benefit would this
I
be?
don't know. I don't know.
T-shirt idea, people.
Yes. Yes. Exactly that. A T-shirt people.
I love it.
Well, here's a very angry one. It's just all caps. It just says from Gabriel, "WTF is wrong with the fucking creeper in here? Fuck you, creeper idiot."
Yes.
Man, that must have felt good to get out.
Oh, he had to. It's been a long time. Had the balls that day to type it.
Oh, the release.
It's just, yeah, you comments like this, like, what? What's going on here?
Just can't believe it would even do such a thing. Ever.
Right. What is this creeper doing?
Comments are wonderful. thank you everyone for
Yeah.
commenting on these videos.
And maybe we could end with just a little bit of documents, you know,
Yes.
a little bit of rap because it's a rap.
Yeah. Gotta get those documents. Gotta get those documents. Look at me flying way up in the sky. Everyone jealous at my back and fly. Gonna get those documents. Yeah.
Hey, Neebs, hop in.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I grenaded myself. Yep.
Go get Simon.